And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to cap off the veteran season. In the veteran finals, we have the Giraffes taking on the Mages. Now, something that's a little bit weird about this one, Boa, is both teams actually had to play really tough teams to get here. So, I expect nothing less than another game seven.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean, no, you were good. Uh, I mean, both teams, like you said, played really tough teams. And it's kind of funny. Both of the matches of finals here tonight from the lunar side both had to play World Warriors teams to make it here, and so I'm excited. Of course, we just saw Nightfall win, and can we get a double up on teams that played uh World Warriors to get here and they win?
It would be interesting, but that means we're also the first losers. But I mean, we're already eliminated. But I will shout out to Display. I think she has a policy if the Giraffes win, like if a certain tier wins finals, they get to rename themselves. I believe.
They do.
So yeah, going into so I think I don't even care about the championship. I want to rename myself. If we had that, actually, but we're gonna implement it. Yeah, I want to rename myself. We're just gonna make the silliest name we can get that's within the franchise. But moving over to the moving over to the team stats here, what pops out at you the most going into this veteran matchup?
Well, I mean, you can clearly see Giraffes end of the season was a better team. Mages have really been uh they've really been popping off here in the off season. You see they 3 0'd the team the number 3 seed, and they 3 0'd the uh I apologize. They 3 0'd the number 1 seed as well on their side. And then they went through and 4-1 against Berserkers. I mean, just honestly a solid look all the way around. And I think this could be Mage's games to win. However, Giraffes are a heavy offensive favorite here.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I said, Giraffes went in a little bit higher seed, so they had a couple easy games, but nothing too light for them. They did get some games taken off of them. But just looking at it, I do think Giraffes might be just a little bit more confident. You see their record 42-22. They didn't have to go through the trials of fire that the Mages had going into this. But I will say, looking at it, when they shoot in volumes. Like it's it's quantity over quality, and eventually a team will break if they don't have enough boost. But the good thing for the Mages, they will make those saves as they have a very high volume of saves. So both art for the mages, the GM for the mages, and display for GM for the giraffes put together some very solid teams, but both are complete opposites of each other.
Yeah, they are. I mean, and you know what they say? Defense wins championships. So we'll just have to see. I mean, I'm not sure if we have. Yeah, we do have everyone here. So I'll ask you first. What is your prediction for this series?
Uh I'm gonna keep it the same. The mages either have to end it in six or end it in regulation, but the giraffes take them to the game seven overtime is gonna be a little bit shaky here. But I will say if the giraffes win the first game, I'm not saying they're sweeping, but they're probably gonna run away with it here.
I'm going to go with mages here. I think they take it. I'm gonna say in 6. I'm gonna just do the same prediction I did last time, even though I was wrong. I'm still gonna do that same prediction. Um, and if you don't have anything else, I think we're good to go ahead. Oh wait, we did forget one thing.
Today really is my birthday.
Everyone, say happy birthday to me on display. But no, honestly, if you're ready, I think we're good to get these guys in the lobby.
Yeah, gonna get them loaded up here. Like I said, that display art, like I said, both of us are very very peculiar with them. Like I said, we talked to him a lot on the outside. But now we're gonna see which GM actually got it right in vet. Getting the kickoff's gonna be your standard kickoff when somebody goes out. We got Shy going first. Gonna take on Luke. Ball's up already. Whiffy's looking to look at it. Takes an early shot, knocks it off Fern. And as we said, both teams are completely different. Here comes the offense versus the defense mentality. Now Luke puts it to the side. Vera has to get back in time. Fern gonna take control of this one. Gonna buy some time. Gets a foot reset. Bumps Kenny just a little bit. Vera going up early, try to get one of his owns, knocked away. And so far, we have ourselves a little aerial battle going on.
Yeah, and I will say for this Mages team, the real difference maker is definitely going to be how well Shy performs. Great player, made some great plays in the semifinals. And so it's going to be great to see what they can do against this Giraffes team who is heavy offense.
So far, accidental bump right into the boost pass. So now they get to go again. Accidental whip their balls up. Here comes Sleepy, shot down. T-Rock gets to save, and Fern's gonna carry it yet again. Fern tries to move the ball forward. Ball's going to the side, straight to the backboard. Not Luke trying to get up, knocks it straight down. Somebody's got to get a touch here. Fern leaves it. That's going to be very cautious there. Ball's back up in the air. Shy, waiting for him. Fern puts it out. This is a very sound rotation from the Mages here. Like, this is... that's going to be a whip. This is going to be an open net. Saved again. And just when I said everything looked pretty much sound for both teams, they both had a little bit of a blunder here. So first game nerves coming out.
Yeah, and I mean, first game, I think this might be both teams' first game on stream. I think maybe Giraffes has been on it before, but I'm not sure. And if so, this, I mean, it's a weird feeling. Finals on stream, and a Savior already coming out of Shy. You're taking it up the wall, looking for a second touch, gets it, gets 50'd, and it's kind of floating in no man's land. Trock looking to get another 50 there, not able to get it. And I mean, they are just playing very well right now. See Shy gets a flick and tried to get the bump, but not quite able to get there in time. With 2 minutes and 50 seconds here, Carnage, what do we need to see? Who is going to get this first goal?
I believe if the Mages can actually put an accurate shot on, they're going to be first. They don't have any shots recorded, but they have 6 saves, which means they're going to keep you out of this net. Whiffy's going to put it up. It's not a save, but I'm pretty sure that was going to go in if no one was there. T-Rock waiting for it, going to pop it up. Fern's going to dip out of that one. Realize he didn't really have the read here. Ball's locked up by Shy. Fern waiting for it. It's going to tee him up here, looking for the ball. 1-2, knows a friendly save is going to be saved regardless. So it's better that you just go ahead and save and control it. Whiffy's going to hold on to it. Luke goes around. Whiffy gets a past one. Will not get past the third man. And now the Mages are slowly getting into their form because now they're opened up now. They're picking up boost pads. They're slowly getting into it. We got a demo. It's going to be a free hit, but a better save from not Luke with 0 boost. Shy up in the air. Vera knocks it all the way back to the corner. This is where they can pin him again. Another one. 1, 2. No one's going to be there. Fake by Fern. Uh-oh. We got a 3v2 play coming in. 50 goes backwards. T-Rock has to pick it up. T-Rock up to the ceiling. Tries to beat Vera. Vera can't get to it. Throws T-Rock off. And so far, the Nates are opening it up here. Starting to get some shots on. Early on, they had 7 shots put on them. They just fired back 4. So they're slowly winning. They're slowly pushing that shot back towards it. There's a 5th shot. Ball goes out. Here comes a 6th shot. And there it is. And Bowie, you got a Uno card already? Because I think that's the reverse on them.
Yeah, I mean, I did not expect that kind of offensive pressure coming out of this Mages team. But they have fully turned it around. They said, you're an offensive team? Well, we can do that too.
And just so far, both teams are playing incredible defense. I understand why they're both here because 4 minutes of just pure defense, and we got a demo on the bat. It's gonna be a tap in and goal. The Mages use a little magic trick. Now you see him. Now you don't. Get out of here, Vera. Easy goal.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, easy goal. Great demo, great vision out of that team. 2 goals up with a minute left here, and we're kind of seeing shades of how, well, that's another tier, never mind. How Nightfall did in the first series. They're kind of playing more like the other team is, doing what uncharacteristic of their stat line anyway. And so we'll see if that continues throughout the rest of the series.
We'll see if he continues for the rest of the series. And so far, the rotation is just sound from mages outside of what happened earlier when it was a free net, but nobody got to it. But so far, Giraffes are getting a little bit anxious here. They're trying to hurry up and get a goal. They're throwing everything. They're cutting everything. But they got to be careful. You don't want to give a third goal and let this team or let the mages believe that they can just score at will here. And so far, Shine's going to throw it up, take 100 boost. Fern's going to drive around a little bit, misses a bump, can't get it. They're trying to pinch it up in the air. And the mages are just sitting back, let them do whatever they want. And it's going to be slowly but surely a boom ball back all the way to the other side. Not Luke gets the dunk, can't get the second dunk. Ball going to the side. Game 1 is stolen away by the mages because, again, those first 3 minutes, it was not them. These last 2 minutes, you would think they were coming in here as the best team event.
Yeah, I know, they just look incredible. They played their game to absolute perfection. Not really, they didn't let a goal go in. They saved 6 out of, I'm not saying that number shots. And, they just did incredible.
Like I said, they did incredible to absorb a lot of that pressure. And then if I'm the Giraffes here, let's not hit the panic button here because you could kind of see when Mages got the first goal, they try to hurry up and counter, leaving Vera alone to get demoed off the backboard. And that's when the second goal happens. And that's the name of this game is being composed even though you're down 1-0 after having like an astounding amount of pressure and then having it reversed onto you.
Yeah, and like we said before, this could go either way here. And do you have a early prediction of what you think next game's gonna look like? Do you think Giraffes are gonna rally back? Do you think may just keep this pressure that they built in that last 2 minutes and just keep it going?
I think it's gonna open up a little bit. I think we'll get a 3-2. But I don't know. I feel like the Mages will take a game 2, and then Giraffes will have to just rally back for a game 3.
Yeah, as they are just kind of sitting here waiting right now. Are they waiting on us to say go?
I think they're also waiting for somebody to get in a little bit. I think they're having
Okay,
problems.
that
But
makes sense.
loading back up, I would have. If I'm Giraffes, if we have that type of pressure, we gotta put one away. We can't come away empty-handed because then that's when the morale starts to go down. That's when your shots really start looking a little bit suspicious, especially when it's not going in. So far, a quick shot from T-Rod, just checking to see if they got it, but Vera would delete Fern for even trying to help here. It's gonna be a 1-2 from Ken Whiffey, and like I said, good start from the Giraffes. Get back into your game.
Yeah, I just like you said, great play there. 10 seconds in, that's how you start a game right there. That's how you go from losing a game 2-0 to getting back into the series 1, but also getting back into the game. And we might see Trock go for the same thing, almost gets that as well. And we see Fern looking for the pop up. Oh, I thought we were about to see a great team play there, but not quite. As we just see a lot of pressure still coming out of this Mages team, making sure not to touch it.
Oh,
Trock
goal
stays
still.
out of the way.
I saw Shy coming in the dive. Like, yeah, you're not getting that goal. You're not getting that goal for Shy's gonna take that one for free. Everybody gets involved though. A lot of 50s. But something that just is happening in this game is if it happens right here, we have to address it, is that Orange is winning a lot of these kickoffs and is going in their favor, regardless that Blue just corralled it. It's still in their favor here, especially with T-Rock on the ball, but Vera's going to slow that down. Ball slapped straight back down. Not Luke's going to put up pressure. That's the demo that opened up the first goal. Tries to stay behind it. Shy gets the dunk through one. Ken will get a dunk back, goes for the double, puts it off the backboard, quick on their feet, got a double commit. But now we have third man jump. They got to be careful here. Both teams Both teams smell blood in the water, and they're trying to go quick here, but you don't want to get burnt.
Yeah, and I mean, Shy getting that great clear. They're waiting, but it seems like every time that Giraffes get a touch, they're just answered by a player from Mages. And if Fern could have landed, that could have been a shot on target there. But it's also the same way around. Giraffes is answering Mages very well. And so if we can just see these teams going fully at it, what a pinch. As we see Fern up, takes a shot. Oh, tried sinking it last post, and Shy is able to follow it up with a pass out of Fern. I thought Fern sinked it, but unfortunately didn't. But it was a pass in the end.
And Shy just sneaking it back to the same post that it just hit off of Cheeky. And get another one. 2-1. Mages are surging here. And slowly but surely, they're working their way. Both teams are working their way offensively. But I think the Giraffes are going to have to get a little bit more physical. Ooh, what a save. How do you even know that's going in? But now it's going to go right back to them. Make them awkward here. And just as I was saying what the Giraffes needed to do, they got made awkward. Oh, just a half it. Whiffy got faked out by Fern. And it's a 3-1. But Giraffes got to get a little bit more physical. That's what opened up the game. And they need to do it again. Demo that first man or demo the third man and open up some room for the second man.
Yeah, but I mean, Mages are absolutely clicking tonight. And we talked about it before the first series. That finals are just, oh my lord, I thought we just saw the clean double here. And I mean, finals are just that type of series that it really is day dependent. You could be playing the best Rocket League in one series and just not play like yourself in the next. And we're kind of seeing that out of Giraffes. I've seen these guys play before. They're an amazing team, but Mages are just clicking on all cylinders right now. They're performing every single aspect of the game. This Trock gets a save right there.
And gets the save, and the ball's going to go to the side wall. Tries to take a shot, doesn't get one for free. Slowly but surely dribbling around, trying to get to the other side. Orange is going to knock it back to the blue side. This is where T-Rock, you get onto it. Trock tries to get through him. Can't get there. Goes for it. Oh, that is a nasty pinch off of himself. Ball's going to go all the way back. Blues up. Here comes the Giraffes. Vera trying to get a drop down shot. And it's going to be stolen, but Whiffy's going to turn back around, trying to get a dunk. Can't get the dunk in. And Whiffy, and I believe it was Luke. Whiffy was coming in to take a shot, but Luke cut right in front of him. And that might have just changed the course of what was going to happen there. Giraffes slowly but surely get in. Now Luke up. Hits a drop down. 1, 2, and 3. And it's going to be in the back of the net. What a team play.
Yeah, and just a great pass play. A minute 30. There's still plenty of time here for them to just be able to answer back. What do you think? What do you think is the key to success here? You just don't want to lose. Oh.
Oh, sorry. I was just so mesmerized by what I thought was going to happen again. But I think, like I said, they need the team plays. They need the physicality. But they have to, like I said, they have to exert themselves. Don't just throw a ball in the vicinity. They have to make sure those passes are going to go right to them. Like right there, you're just throwing it right back to them. The Giraffes need it. Oh, try to get one of their own. Fern. Either one, the calculated wait, or two, just thought that the blue team was going to take it from them. And Giraffes are slowly trying to get back into this game. And the Mages are going to be annoying here. They're going back into that little turtle shell where they hold on to as much boost as possible and use as little movement as possible just to make the right touch, make the right save. They're playing what we like to call basic ball, as many would call it. And this is what the Mages may do just to get out of here. And if anything, that's more tilting than going down 2-4 or 2-4 or any big score line, because again, you can slowly but surely push them, but you can't score. And there's going to be one for the road, most likely 4-2 to the Mages. And so far, they're capitalizing off of every mistake happening, because that was a double commit for them.
But yeah, I mean, that's just unfortunate there. Goes up by 2 goals. It's kind of going to be hard to get back in reach here if they don't answer back right now. But we can see if they are able to, and they just get a clear. Shy also gets the 50 there. And I mean, it is not looking any better the more this time ticks down. And if it ticks below 10, I do think that that's going to be the game. Yep. Yeah, that's going to be game here.
Fern looking for a pass. Trock, no. Another shot, one for the road, no. Blue trying to keep it. I think they're going to take one for the road themselves. Keeping it up. Trock tries and it's going to, yep, it's going to hit. It's going to be a 2-0 to the Mages. And so far, the Mages are doing everything right, waiting for them to stage 4 for 4 from Shy. But it's just it's getting about that time. Do the Giraffes make a switch? And while we wait, we do have to switch over to the servers as one would be playing. I believe game 3 and 4 is on the west. But leading into that, you think that's gonna change how the Mages are gonna approach this game?
I don't think so. I think they're going to be more comfortable. I mean, yeah, no, I really don't think there's going to be anything that kind of changes from this team. I think they play their own game, but Giraffes, however, I do think that they're going to have to change what they're doing. What about you?
I think the Giraffes, like I said, they got to be a little bit more calm on defense. The double commits have definitely opened up the score line because they weren't double committing like that in the first game, but that second game, I think they were trying to go fast and trying to hurry up and get to the ball. And eventually, like I said, speed is a dual edged sword, so you can live by it and die by it. And so far, it's the sword is pretty deep right now, and they're bleeding out, and the mages realize, and the mages are staying calm. Like I said, wait for the mistake to happen and go get an easy cleanup goal, or wait for that mistouch off a save that's not strong enough to get to the side. So I mean, it's gonna be tough, but shout out to I'm just now seeing this, but I believe it was Shy and Fern. Both were actually originally drafted to another franchise, and then they got moved to this franchise, and everything's working out for them. Also, a keyboard and mouse player in the lobby, so a lot of magical things are happening with the mages at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it looks like we have all the players in as well. Are you ready to get started?
I'm ready to get started. I believe we got everybody in. I know it takes a little bit to get everything. Here we go. We got the Giraffes hopping in for actually all three of them hopped in almost in sequence. I don't know if that was planned or they just happened to hop in. But here we go. We got not Luke and Ken waiting for it. Ball's gonna go straight to the side. Ball straight up in the air. Luke pushes the ball to the side. And so far, Giraffes, this is not what you want to be in, especially in the game 3. Shy's going to get one for free. He's going to go for the fade. Waits for it. Outplays him. Can't get the dunk. Here comes Trock. Can't get that in either. Fern's going to follow her up here. Fern's got the mechanics. Gets the flip reset. And Ken just comes off the ceiling, slowing them down. And the Mages are getting right back to work.
Yeah, and they're just honestly just keeping pressure once again. They're looking for a touch out of Trock, kind of playing patient, making them awkward. Goes for it, and Shy just able to bury it once again. I mean, just sat there, let them kind of zone themselves out, and it worked.
Honestly, and there's Trock and Shy have to probably be the most annoying players to play against. I mean, it's in a good way because they're not rushing those shots. They're waiting to see what happens. They see you jump, and then they try to take the shot right after you jump, forcing a double commit. Like you have to send another person. That one's just gonna go in. Oh my goodness, the Giraffes are falling apart here in game number 3.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta lock it in here. Going to game 4 here would not be ideal if they have not won a game. You know how it is. I mean, reverse sweeping at this rate when they have zero. I mean, you hate to say it, when they have zero leverage on this series right now, going to game 4 is just not ideal.
Not ideal indeed. And so far, Trock is sending them away. Shot's gonna try to go 1v3. Can't get it, but did get the boost still. So now Luke's only gonna have about 40 to work with. Trock gonna slow it down. Mage is now going back into, I like to call it turtle shell, because they come out firing and then they kind of go back into the shell, and then they wait for something like this, and then they go on an all-out attack. It's gonna be a free. No, Fern couldn't get it on the other side. Probably thought the ball was gonna drop a little bit faster. But look at it. Two people are back waiting for it, and then one goes, and another for it. Slowly but surely, it's gonna be a fake. Fern's gonna pop it up, looking for a demo play. Can't. Vera gets the save. Another double commit. It's gonna be a second shot. A demo in the back of the net. And it's going to be 3-0 to the Mages. Again, another magic trick making a defender disappear.
Yeah. Yeah, they are just, I mean, look unstoppable right now, which is insane to say that. With 3 minutes left, I mean, they got to find something. Got to change the game plan a little bit with Shy trying to bury a shot, and Fern is just there to follow it up once again. I mean, I hate to sound like a broken record, but it just seems like they can't do anything to stop them.
I think you just hit the reset button, and I think for them, I would just let's try to get a goal. Yeah, I would just try to get a goal. Let's not try to win this game. Let's start with the one goal at a time. And so far, that's a team bunch. Trock hit Shy, and Shy just launches that ball. And so far, Giraffes also haven't been favored in the boost game. And when you don't have any boosts, you can win the 50s all you want, but if you can't jump for it, and Shark just, I don't know if Shark just did a double backflip of shame, but he's doing flips, and the shot is going to go a little bit wide here. Giraffes are trying to hold on to the ball, and they're going to try to get a soft look doink, not over one. Save coming in from Shy just to make sure Trock isn't in trouble here. Fern looking to, I thought he was going for the breezy flick. That's what I was waiting for him, but I guess he's just trying to buy time here. And slowly but surely, the Mages, they have the blueprint. This is the same blueprint I believe Nightfall sort of has, but with this being a little bit higher tier, it's a little bit more refined. And this is, the Mages have somebody ready to cover at all times. Don't take any risk that you're not going to be able to pay for if you get it wrong here. And they're always there to help each other. That ball's going to go up. They don't have to chase it down. Got to be a save from Whiffey. And so far, the Giraffes just have not showed us that offensive firepower we saw in the first 3 minutes of the first game.
Yeah, I mean, they are just, I mean, like you said, they're keeping pressure insanely well. As soon as the ball gets past one, another one's coming to fill in that gap. It's very impressive. Ken tries to go for the 180. Doesn't go get it, and Shy is just there, as I said before, just somebody who's going to kind of be there for every play, answer those awkward like touches, and force things that typically people wouldn't go for.
Typically wouldn't go for it. Mages are just controlling the ball nicely, and so far, like I said, they all just run back to the net. They're waiting, and they're all in different positions. Not like they're lined up in that basic, back post, near post. And they're finally going to get one. Giraffes finally get one off of a small little mistake. Like I said, Trock was out of boost. No one's there in time. Fern has to try to get there because there's no one else. And this is what could slowly but surely get them going. But again, this game's also not over. You can get a quick kickoff goal here, and then you completely change the narrative. And so far, Vera got bumped off. What a heads-up play for, I believe it was either Trock or Fern. Somebody had a heads-up play and completely just, it was Trock hits Vera just enough on the wheel. And it doesn't seem like much, but folks, that pixel changes everything. It's 5-1 in favor of the Mages.
Yeah, I mean, with 42 seconds left, this game is kind of over here, but they have to just make sure they keep a positive mindset, make sure they're getting ready to step into game 4, making sure that they can just, I mean, play their game. Giraffes have to rally back here if they want to have a chance. They're not going to be able to win this game. There's not enough time. But they can prep forward, and that's not going to be a goal. They're luckily able to take the pride with them here with 10 seconds left. As long as they hold out from this goal, they kind of keep a little momentum here. But I mean, just not really going good right now.
Not going good, and so far, Ark is probably sitting in his seat, kicking his feet because their mages are gonna get quadruple match point and 9 shots from Shy. Shy's just been ripping left and right. I believe that's at least 20 shots total in just 3 games. So Shy himself is a force to be reckoned with. But you got Fern and Trock who's filling in the spaces, even though they don't have the same amount of goals. They are putting in the same amount of work. And we do have a sub coming in. Whiffey's gonna step out for a minute. But so far, if I was the Giraffes, if I was the captain, at this point, like I said, and this is an understatement to what you can really do on a reverse sweep. You got to go out there, have fun, but just do the right things. You know, go back to the basics, have fun, make sure we're actually doing what we're supposed to. Because again, it seems like they're letting the mages dictate how fast this game is going to go, and then they get for it every time. The Giraffes going to have to figure out how to break that rhythm and make the mages play their tempo.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't play at their own speed, they're just not going to win this series at all. They have to. I mean, going into game 4, they're playing on the home servers for this team. They're gonna have to answer here. You want to go ahead and let them know that they can join, but I mean, home servers. Who do you think takes it?
It's hard to go against. It's hard to go against the grain here. I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna give the sub buff though. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Giraffes have made a sub, so they can get that boost, and that's the boost that they're gonna need. And the only way that can be countered if the mages do the same. But we're gonna get game number 4 kicked off. Ball is gonna go straight into the orange half. Vera gets a demo on Fern. ARJ is gonna get to the ball and try to get up there. Demos Fern. So far we got 2 demos, Boa.
Yes, we do, and oh my gosh, an immediate goal again. It's just, I mean, it's
Trock with
everything but mages.
Trock with the little style point kind of drifted to catch on his hood so he could just roll off into the net. And shout out to Trock. Nobody probably really notices it because, like I said, ball cam is usually on the player who's nearest. But Trock is actually in the right spots at the right time and usually just grounding the ball. Usually just catching it, taking the 50s, and taking really good 50s. So, like, it's those stat lines that you don't see that it actually are just is it just controls the team, it calms the team down. We need that type of player to make sure that everyone now, speaking of, we got a double commit after praising Trock. Trock now has to hurry up and get back, but Fern's gonna give him we had a pre-jump read, it's gonna be a 1-2, and it's gonna be Fern just I don't know if he couldn't get the angle, he just expected Blue to be a little bit better and get that touch. Blue getting some whiffs, Fern gonna control it, doesn't have to run downfield, gets bumped for his effort. Ball's going down, Shy gets it for free, gets a flip reset, couldn't go for another no, hits it with a wave dash, can't get the ball goes straight across. ARJ gets a bump, and so far, the mages are just slowly but surely going back to their spell book.
Yes, and they are just, as you said. I mean, it's hard to say anything about the mages that it's not good. They have consistently just kept pressure away. They've put, man, those shots got to fall right there. But for Giraffes, if they can't get those simple shots, they got to at least get the difficult ones. Just make sure that something is falling for them, something is working out, and Fern is not going to let that get past. As we see, tries to get the flip reset, not able to, and Trock is just waiting there. Pops it up, and it's Shy. Once again, just saying it again. They are just there for everything.
If you want to play in a high tier, sometimes you just gotta wait for the mistakes but it's not that the Giraffes are making the mistakes by themselves. They're not just out here whiffing it. This is the pressure that the mages are putting on them. Don't get off the backboard repeatedly or taking shots where you're guessing Is it bar in, bar out, and eventually it goes back to him. Vera tries to put one up. They're gonna get one back. ARJ's gonna follow Vera. This could be what they need, but again, they have to keep this type of momentum, following each other's shots, but not doubling. And Vera, just in case, bumping Fern out of the way. So 1-2, Mavs are still sitting in their driver's seat, but so far the momentum has been halted.
It has been, but with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left, I wouldn't say halted. I would say the momentum has been slightly stalled at the most. We see Trock taking it up the wall again with a bump on RJ. Could have been nasty. Vera looking for the pop, doesn't get it. Trock trying to get out of the way as Shy clears it. Looks for the touch middle, and we see Fern already up. Going up again. Ooh, Trock also going up. Shy's not going to shy away from that one. Going straight for it. And we see Trock looking for that send off the backboard. RJ does miss it. Fern pops it off the back as well. No touch. And, man, this is great Rocket League right now. They're going back and forth. Very similar themes to Game 1. What do you think?
It's looking great, but so far the Giraffes, they got to throw the kitchen sink at this point. They got to go for demos. They're gonna get a 1-2 pass. It's gonna be a snipe from RJ, and so far, like I said, the super sub buff. They need that one game. The super sub can get that for them, and that's just a snipe. Even Shy realized, yeah, you got that one, but it's 2-2. They only done half the work. They gotta finish this game out strong. They gotta get another goal at some point to win it, OT or in regulation. They have no more lives, and what a snipe! RJ actually like contorted his body after the ball was knocked over him just to get the demo. And so far, they're just bumping him. They can't get to the ball, get the man. And that's a common phrase that you're gonna hear in a lot of tiers. If you can't get to the ball, get the man at least, get him off of it. Ball's knocked across. Ooh, an accident. I would say that was a little bit of an accidental double because the teammate wasn't there to read it. But so far, Vera gets one out, almost gave it back. If T-Rock was just a little bit more position, it would have been a shot instantly. Luke knocks all the way down. RJ going up quick. Again, can't get it, but slightly clipped Shy. Fern wants to put it in the corner. Trock is going to get a little tap around. Now, I believe that was just a wheel touch. Half flip, let it hit the wheels and just slight bend around it. A little touch here, just enough to throw Luke again, letting the mages dictate the pace. Letting the mages dictate the pace and burns Giraffes for a third time in this game.
Yeah, and with a goal left a little under a minute, they need to get a shot, and he tries to do so right there. RJ looking off the back, Shy, and so unfortunate.
Vera must have had a magic ball because he didn't really move from that. Yeah, he landed and then completely hit break.
Yeah, and I mean, tied it back up, 39 seconds here, and like we said, this game right here dictates who wins the series. If Giraffes win, they gotta win 2 more games. But if Mages win, that's it.
The ball is up. Ball's knocked away. They got to get out of the half because, again, this is enough time for them to get in. Somebody's getting harassed. Gets a flick. So Shy couldn't get it to get it on the nose to get that flick to the corner. Ball's knocked around. This is a counterattack here. Gets denied once more. RJ needs to get back. Has 0 boost. Looking for boost. Might be a touch. Trock can't get there. Fern's going to pop it up. Shy's going to put it in. It's a game 4 winner. Sweep them off the desk. Shy being patient, trusting the process, and that is gonna do it for this series, Bowler.
That hurts to see, and I know that hurts for it to happen. They take it all the way, get the game tied with 30 seconds left, just for that to happen right there at the end. Oh, that hurts my heart to see.
A valiant effort from the Giraffes. Believe it or not, the games outside of maybe 1 or 2 weren't close, but the Giraffes put everything they could behind it. But unfortunately, as Art put in the Dean, they had the fireball waiting for them. But shout out to Display and Art putting together 2 great teams but your season 25 winners goes to the Mages.
Yeah, and I mean they played incredible tonight. Like we said, it's very dependent on who's playing, matchups between teams, and like we said, these teams are kind of polar opposites. But when it comes to the players themselves, we do have to choose an MVP, and I think I have a pretty easy answer. How about you?
I think it's pretty easy. I think everybody kind of understands where we're going with this one. I'm gonna go with Shy because
Yep.
despite the name, he definitely was not shy on that pitch when it came to scoring goals.
Actually, Gage just said Shy, so I can't go with Shy anymore. I'm gonna. Yeah, no, it's gotta be Shy.
Yeah, it's like I said, that was. I'm gonna say it wasn't really a one-sided. There were some games where you're like, "Ooh, the it," but in terms of like just play style and like really not backing down from it, the Mages never changed who they were in that series, and that's got to be the beauty of what is it? Stick to your guns and hold it tighter if somebody's trying to take it from you.
And I will say we do have the man right above us in the interview. If you are ready,
Oh yeah, let's get it.
hello, Shy.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. Carnage, you can lead this one off since I led the last one.
All right, Shai. So going into this, like I said, we're gonna start all the way from the beginning. How did you guys look at this matchup, like prepping for it and then stepping right into game one?
Well, our original game plan was Luke is scary, not Luke is scary, pretty much. And our number one goal was to lock down not Luke because Luke can solo and then right when he can't anymore passes it mid. And that's scary. And so it was just finding those passes mid and trying to cut them down as quickly as we could, pretty much.
Mhm. I mean, y'all executed clearly. What was like the mindset after game one that really helped y'all just find that clicking point? Because about 2 minutes in game one, y'all clicked, got the 2 goals, but then y'all
Oh
never
man.
stopped scoring.
And man, it's honestly, it's just having fun. Cause if you could hear our comms, I mean, we're calling out, right? We're having fun, we're locking in, but we're also giggling and having fun, and it's my team, Trock, Fern, and Drew, and especially Ark, best group of boys I could ever ask for and play for. Like they're great, they're amazing. They do get on my nerves sometimes because they do, you know, we have sometimes too much fun, but honestly, I could not ask. And it's just keeping vibes high, it's trust your team and just keeping the vibes high, and that's kind of what it came down to be.
Yeah, and I'm sure as you know that you are now the second team this season from the King's Court to win a championship.
Yeah,
How
let's
does it
go
feel to
Ark.
bring that home?
Oh, man, I'm glad I could give something to Ark, bro. He's Nah, Ark's one of the best GMs. I mean, everyone's amazing here. I mean, this is my first season here actually. So this is my first season in RSC, and I could not ask for a better league. I could not ask for a better GM. I could not ask for better people to be around.
Carnage.
Yeah, and then going into like say, this is my last question. So
Yeah.
looking at it, like say you were traded to this team. So
Yeah.
like going into it, like you said, this is your first season. Like, so
hmm
when that happens, what were you thinking? You and another player on your team got traded. Did you think it was like all downhill from here, or were you just like, well, it couldn't be all downhill because you just
No.
sound like a very like up and positive person, but like going into it, it's just like, yeah, man, how did that feel? And then seeing that it paid off, you got traded, everything goes well, you guys came in here, had fun, and just got a pretty easy, I would say easy series of 4-0 sweep in the finals. Not a lot of teams can do that.
Well, it wasn't easy. I wanted to say Giraffes best, like they're really good. Like we definitely did not like if we slipped up once, we were getting 2 goals scored on us easily. All props to Giraffes though. But going back to that trading question, yeah. So Fern and I originally were part of Banshees, and when I got traded first off, or at least when I got released, I didn't think much of it. I'm playing the game that I like, I love, and I'm just glad I was able to reconnect with Fern actually, and and we were able to play on the same team because we wanted to at the start actually, and I think he left Banshees because I got dropped. I think was the original story, and all our entire starting roster besides Moose on IR, which thanks Moose for picking me up, love you brother. But all the entire 4 is free agents. Like that was not the starting that was not who was originally there and who got drafted in Mages. We were all free agents.
Or put it in that heavy work.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was originally Moose and Glint who picked me up and Drew, and then things just kind of changed from there. And then I took Moose stepped down. I took captain role. Uh, We were in a tough spot because I think we were like 12-4, and then we went to 16-16, and then we went down to something else when I took over, and then I redid the entire roster and put the vibiest people I could ever put, and look at us now. is a good place to put it.
Well, that's all the questions I have. Unless Bo, you got any for before we, let them get back to
Yeah,
celebrating.
I do not. Go ahead, fun with your team, man.
Yeah,
You earned
no,
it.
thank you guys, thank you Drafts, and thank you for everyone. Honestly, like I'm so honored and blessed to be part of this league and be with the people that I enjoy. So thank you guys.
Thank
Have a
you.
great night.
Well, Bo, that wraps up the veteran finals. You could hear it. Like say he knew it. He knew a slip up would have happened. The Giraffes would have easily called themselves back in. We saw it in that glimpse of Game 4, but at that moment, the Mages were just riding high on all the wins, and nothing was gonna break their vibe tribe.
All right, I like the call out. But yeah, I mean, I know we are gonna have a message from our boss. But do you have anything else before that?
No, like I said, if you guys have friends and stuff, like they invite them. Like they're gonna have fun. Like I said, the league is here to have that put your passion into something. Find a good team, and like just a group. Just find a really good group. Like I said, we got a lot of great GMs, a lot of staff. Like I said, Save is about to come on and talk to you guys. Real great person. Make sure everything's going
He's all right.
according to plan. Sometimes has to whip us a little bit in shape because sometimes I'm a little tardy bug, but yeah, that's about all I have. So we're bringing Saved in so he can go ahead and get everything out to you guys.
Alrighty, everybody. So this week we do have a jam-packed week. Now that finals are over, thank you everybody. All congrats to all of the teams who won their respective tiers. Um, Everybody has just been amazing. Starting tomorrow, we have Dev League finals going from contender Ami up to rival, and then we have on Wednesday veteran to elite. Sorry, no, veteran to pre-master tomorrow on Wednesday. Then Thursday we start all-star matches. Thursday we got amateur through prospect. Friday is challenger through rival. No, challenger through vet, and then Saturday is elite through master. And for the first time, excuse me, for the first time this season, we are going to be revealing the All Stars before the All Star games. We're not going to be revealing them on the end of season stream. We are recapping them, but we're not fully revealing them on the end of season stream. But you will see them on the end of season stream as a recap, and then on Sunday April 5th, which is going to be Easter, unfortunately, but Easter Sunday is the end of season stream. That's where you can go in, celebrate with everybody in chat as we go over all of the tiers, all-stars, MVPs, GM of the season, franchise of the season, and we have a bunch more awards. And then starting April 6th, we have our combines. Combines start back up. We start the haul into season 26. So if you have friends who are not signed up and you want to get them in here and get them signed up, go ahead and invite them in. We got plenty of room for everybody. But with that being said, I'm SavedHawk, and this was Carnage and Boa, the World Warrior Takeover. You guys have a good night. We will see you tomorrow for the Dev League Finals.